Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, hello, my name is Brianna and I am vlogging all 30 days of the May challenge. It's been 5 days since our last meal prep, so you know what day it is. So here is our plan for this week's meals. We're really keeping it the same every single day this week. Honestly, as per usual, but like last week, I had 2 options for lunch, whereas this week, it's just the same 3 meals plus 2 snacks daily. We are not making a blueberry parfait today. I know, crazy. We are making some oatmeal with peanut butter, so that will be made fresh every morning. Some tilapia, rice, and eggs. So basically the salmon that we made last week, but with 2 additional eggs and tilapia instead of salmon. And then we're going to be making our pancakes and eggs every night, as per usual. And our snacks will be an apple with peanut butter and a protein shake. So we are only prepping 2 things today because 2 out of 3 of our main meals are made fresh, and then our snacks, literally just an apple with peanut butter and a protein shake, which you know I put together fresh every day. So we are prepping our tilapia, rice, and egg containers, and we are also going to be making the egg muffins this week. Bags of tilapia in here. I guess let's not open a new bag. This is the tilapia I use. It's literally just frozen tilapia fillets. I don't weigh these out. They do have the nutrition facts on the back, so each fillet technically is 110 calories each, but truly they all are not the same exact size, which, you know, isn't the best thing for tracking macros, but truly it is close enough. So we just roll with it, we rock with it. There was one the other day that was genuinely so small that I tracked it as half of a fillet. But you know, little situations like that, you can kind of gauge as you go. So we are going to season these tilapia with some blackening spice. No oils or anything. I realized that when these cook, they kind of release enough of their own oil that they don't stick to the pan at all. And that's why I oiled them in the first place, to make sure that they didn't stick to the pan. I forgot to preheat the oven, so we're gonna sit this to the side and preheat this to 400 degrees. And let's get started on our rice. We're doing 2.5 cups this week of jasmine rice because I always make too much. So I'm gonna see how it works out with 2.5 cups instead of 3 cups. So let's figure out how we're gonna do this, because I want to be able to grab a certain number of muffins when I'm going to eat my dinner and ensure that it's 8 ounces of egg whites total in the amount of muffins that I grab, because that's typically how many ounces I eat per night. So let's see how many ounces fit into one slot and kind of go from there. Not that much. Okay, about 2 ounces per muffin. That's actually perfect. A pinch of salt to each muffin. We're doing 5 grams of cheddar in each muffin. We're gonna break up a few pieces of spinach into each one as well. Okay, so these are ready and I just put the tilapia in, so I'm gonna set these to the side until that is done and then just throw these in the oven for about 15 minutes. If you haven't already seen the recipe, I'll put it up on the screen. This was the recipe that inspired these egg muffins. You can find this in your nutritional guidance section. If you aren't a member already of TWP, there is a link for a 30-day free trial down in the description. But yeah, you can find this in the recipe ebook, Recipes for Warriors. But there are like a ton of ebooks full of recipes that you can kind of get some inspiration from. And on the 18th, I am posting a new recipe ebook with all of like my go-to meal preps that I've been making in the last couple of weeks. So they're all just gonna be all compiled into one ebook and updated as I start meal prepping new things. All right, last but not least, we need to make the eggs that are going in our tilapia bowl. It's a big egg week. We're gonna add a bit of garlic powder and some salt. Our rice isn't ready yet, but I'm just gonna go ahead and add 3 eggs and one of the tilapia fillets to each container. This is all gonna be fucking mixed together when I actually eat it, so it doesn't need to be that pretty. I'm just gonna stick the rice right on top of everything. Let's add our rice to its new home. We are doing 5 ounces of jasmine rice per container. Okay, I just got our muffins out and I remembered that I got some asparagus and it's microwavable. We love easy peasy. 3 to 5 minutes. You see what I mean? It doesn't get easier than that. So I'm gonna do 4 minutes. I'm gonna add a few of those to each one of our containers. And I'm going to put 4 muffins in one container. So there are gonna be a total of 3 containers filled with muffins. Sure, I could probably stuff them all into one container, but my goal is efficiency throughout the week. So when I'm ready to eat this, I'm just gonna pull one of my containers out and I won't even have to think about like separating my muffins. You know what I mean? Like they're just gonna be ready to go. Don't they look good? They came out good. All 3 of our containers are ready. So when I'm ready to have dinner this week, all I have to do is make my pancake. All right. Oh, hi. Okay, these have cooled down a bit. So we are going to add, how many servings are in a container? 2.5. That's actually really perfect. We're gonna add 70 grams of asparagus into each of our containers. It says 1 serving is 85 grams, but since there's 2.5, I want to kind of put a little bit less to make sure each container gets like a solid amount of asparagus, you know? And there she is, all done. Well, thank you for keeping me company today while I meal prepped. We only meal prepped 3 days, so our next meal prep day is gonna be probably like Saturday or Sunday, which will be perfect to kind of get the next week started and like set ourselves up. If you haven't already, maybe give this video a like, maybe a little subscribe, turn the notifications on if you haven't already so you don't miss tomorrow's video, and I will see you tomorrow.